Billy Beige here. Today I'm looking at the Moose Toys MrBeast Lab Platinum Series Season 2 Wave 1 Panther Battle Titan. Now, there's a bunch of different kind of like sublines and stuff they have going on with this stuff. There's the Platinum Series. There's the hybrids, which are kind of like 4-inch Battle Beast like figures that you can kind of like pop apart and swap pieces to. It's neat. They have their swarms, which are kind of like little Kakeshi muscle men, just one piece things. There's a bunch of little like experiment figures, which have where they're a lot lower quality. Bruh. But the reason I'm looking at the Platinum Series here, Season 2, Wave 1, is because at San Diego Comic-Con this year, Moose Toys invited George Gaspar, Four Horsemen, up on stage, and that was because they hired the Four Horsemen to do sculpt work and paint work on the next, I think the next one in this series. This is only Season 2, Wave 1, but it's supposed to come out sometime next year. They showed its design. It's really just kind of like, it's really crazy. It has where it's a take on this Panther again. And that's why I'm interested in this one. This one has where it's supposed to have 32 points of articulation. Like your standard Spider-Man has about like 31. This has 31 POA. I counted it. Maybe I suck at counting. It's okay. But this might be a decent figure. If this has where it's a decent figure, then I'm going to really look forward to that one that has where it's sculpted by the Four Horsemen. But we'll see how this goes. I mean, it's a lot of, I don't want to say pomp and circumstance, but I mean like, there's a lot of buzzwords with this stuff. You got hybrid, hyperfusion, platinums, season 2, just call it a wave. Just call it wave 2. But like, we're gonna see what's up with this figure. I'm gonna be optimistic because again, like if this feels good, then I'm in for the Four Horsemen one next year. But let's take a look. This thing has a barcode. Well, not barcode. It has a QR code right here. If you scan this, let me see. Let me unlock the camera real quick. If you scan that, if you can scan that, it'll bring you to the Moose Toys website, and you can see like all the stuff they have where they're pumping out with the MrBeast Lab brand there. And again, like this isn't like MrBeast Mini Toy. This is a company that has where they have the licensing for MrBeast, and they're putting out a lot of stuff. And again, like I do like the hybrid line they have. It has where like they got one figure called Rotblade, and I am trying to get him, but man, if the gimmick of like having where it's a mystery figure in this stupid little tube, because I want that friggin' jerk, because he looks like Muckman, and I have a problem. But let's see what's in this box here. It's, oh no, how's this open? It's got a little, I don't know why it's supposed to be a case and not just a regular package. I know they had the season wave, whatever, the first one they had where it was like a big chunky Panther. That one, it's in a similar case like this for some of them, but then it also looks like they have where they repackaged it so you can actually see it as well, and in some other stuff. It's all over the place. But there's 2 versions that you can possibly get with this. 1 in 10 has a titanium Panther. So, I mean, more than likely, this will end up being just a regular one. Because, I mean, like, I have okay luck. Yep, there we go. Regular Panther. And, I mean, like, that's already looking kind of cool in the package. I don't know why it needed the case, because, like, that's kind of dope. Like, I have no love for, like, the Electric Panther kind of logo thing going on here, but this kind of dope. Let's see what else we got going here. I've got stuff on the back. Battle Titan, the first line of defense for Beast Lab HQ. Battle Titans are fusion linked with the Beast Lab living AI system and can be remotely piloted by Team Beast. My understanding is supposed to be a cartoon coming as well. Popped up on YouTube. I think everyone was shown that who has really freaking have anything to do with a toy or a cartoon. It just pops up in your feed. Popped up in mine, so But I think I'm kind of optimistic. I mean, like, this doesn't look bad. It looks like it's worth $20 right now. The package is very neat looking. Yeah, that. Let me get this out of here and let's see what's going on. Because he's got some armor pieces. He's got alternate hands, which are always a plus in my book. And he has like this really neat sword. And I like that he's pre-posed in there. That's kind of really neat. I kind of want to... If this guy doesn't suck, I will pick up the White Tiger version too, because I just like that. This is neat. Out of the package and putting all his armor on there and swapping out his hand, so you can just have both kind of claws open there. He does look kind of awesome. Like, it feels kind of rad. It feels very just kind of over the top. This feels like this could have been... It'd been an awesome, like, figure in, like, Megas XLR or something like that. Just another fun, kid-oriented, giant robot cartoon. This would have fit perfectly in there. Now, putting on his armor and stuff, it had where, like, you know, you can put either or on either side, because he has, like, it's like forearm gauntlet. It shows it on this side, but it fits on this side too. I actually had these on backwards at first because it does have like the white markings are what's supposed to go forward. I did need to heat one of these up because it was a little warped, but like it needs to be kind of like cinched in some, because it just kind of clips on the top of the shoulder and there's no kind of clear spot, but it goes into like where it looks like there's a turbine there. I'll take all the pieces off that come off later. But so on the Moose Toys Panther Battle Titan here, he has a ball joint at the top of the head so you can turn all the way around. He also has a hinge in there so he can look up so far, look down. Hinge that out. He can look down pretty far for a Battle Titan there. Going to his shoulders, he does have this shoulder armor here. It can kind of move some. It's weird how it pops into this turbine in his arm here, but I mean, like, it is what it is. But you can get that up to like a T-pose almost on both sides. If you pop it off, we're gonna go ahead and just pop it off. We're gonna just keep going with it. If you pop it off, you can get a little bit higher on there. And honestly, if you have where you're doing any kind of like shots or stuff like that, or if you just want to pop it off, you can make it make sense why it's not there, because it comes off on purpose. Going further down his arm, he has a bicep twist, which is pretty good there. He has a single hinge at the elbow. It's not quite a 90 there. I do wish they went ahead, because it's molded like it is to have, like, it's molded like it would be a double joint there, but you know, detail versus actual there. I would say if it did do that, that would be like a big plus for this figure. He has a twist at the wrist. He has hinges at the wrist on like both this set and the weapon holding hands. If you go to his torso here, he has a double ball going on in there. So it's a lot of movement hidden in this chest here. So he can go down pretty far. He can go back pretty far. He can go side to side fairly decently there. If you take his chest armor off here, you have like a little bit more hidden sculpted detail, which I think is very neat. This is made of a soft plastic. This was a harder plastic here. And then you can see where it's got that kind of like weird, I'm starting to see this. This is on like a lot of the different stuff from MrBeast and Moose Toys. It's on the hybrid series as well. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a thumbprint exactly, a computer chip, a combination of both, but like, yeah. But there's like there's a bit of awesome sculpted detail. It still has about the same articulation with it off there. I would say if this figure costed another like $10, I would say put a light up feature in this thing, because that'd be neat. There's nothing at the waist here that has where it's, well, at the lower waist here that has where it's like a solid piece there. Once you get down to the hips, it's just a regular single ball. These aren't the tightest, but they're not loose. I would say if you actually want to tighten them up, just put a drop of polyurethane in there, you know, old Kikis and stuff. But they are like decently I mean, like, okay, that's beyond decent. It goes out in the exact robotic Van Damme there. You have a twist at the top of the thigh. You have a single jointed knee right here. You can go all the way back to a 90, but then you also have where he has digigrade kind of articulation there. So not only does he have a knee, he has that kind of backwards part there. So that actually goes out too. So you can kind of do a couple other kind of poses if you wanted to. You can't just make him taller because the armor here stops his knee from going back all the way out. So you have to have where that is like this or in that range. But I mean, like, that's a neat thing that I didn't expect. At first, I thought this was going to be molded. He has a hinge at the ankle. So like actually that's like hella far back, honestly. So far forward, and then he has an ankle rocker, which is incredibly generous, honestly. And let's just go ahead and just take off the forearms there too. These just have where they pop off. They have like a little sculpted detail that they go in, and there's sculpted detail in there. So I think the idea is like, hey, in battle, you know, maybe stuff pops off, things like that. It looks cool. I dig it. And then you can swap the pieces back and forth. So now he has like the armored gauntlet, well, the clawed gauntlet going this way. So yeah, it's neat. It's neat. Now the Panther Battle Titan does come with a few accessories. He does have alternate hands, and they're weapon holding hands. They have where they hinge, you know, back and forth. I always do want like an up and down hinge for like swords and stuff like that. But I mean, like, hey, this thing's under $30. It is what it is. He does have this very, I'm going to say it reminds me a lot of Doom Eternal, but like it's a cool sword. I'm going to say it seems kind of small compared to the artwork, but for the size of the figure, I think it goes with him. And like swapping his hands aren't crazy difficult. Just like pop it out and they go in pretty secure, honestly, for, you know, random hands. They go in, they hold, they don't feel like they're loose. I dig it. I think he's got some good, decent accessories for the price. This is more, you got alternate hands. You don't even get down a Black Series figure. So I'm like, you know what? You get a thumbs up. Here's the Moose Toys Panther Battle Titan with a Hybrids Tyrannoclaw, a Marvel Legend Spider-Man, a Mythic Legion skeleton, a Marvel Legends squishy chest Hulk I didn't pay full price for, a Playmates Kong, SH Monster Arts Showa Godzilla, a Gundam Universe Gundam. I think it was a Gundam EX. I don't know, I just know this thing was hella scary until it wasn't. And Studio Series Long Haul, because he was on my table. So do I think the Moose Toys Panther Battle Titan is worth picking up? This was $26 on Amazon when I found it. I think it's actually jumped up to like $45 now. Prices are crazy, but the White Tiger one's still $26. But for $26, I think it is worth picking up because like it does have a ton of articulation. It has a bunch of inspired sculpt work to it. Whoever did the sculpt work at Moose Toys has where like they dig giant robots, and like I can see that clearly. I'm excited to see what that Four Horsemen sculpt will be like in this line, because like this is a very decent figure for $26, and to get something from the Four Horsemen for $26, who knows? Maybe next year it'll be 28 or 30 or whatever, because you know life is crazy. But if it keeps this price range, I think it will be awesome. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Did you hear about the Horsemen being hired to do sculpt and paint work for this line in the future? Have you picked this figure up, and what are your thoughts on it, honestly? And have you checked out any of the other stuff just in passing? Because like, I think this is a good figure. I think it is a perfect figure to get your kids into collecting, because like let's be real, MrBeast is like super popular with kids and everything like this, but I think this figure is the good part of that, where it's like, hey, this is action figures, awesome sculpt, great design, just there is just it's just so rad. This just screams rad to me. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Um, I'm gonna see what else I can pick up. I think I know I said I'd pick up the white tiger, but I'm like, I think this figure is enough right here. It has where like this one pops more than the white tiger in my opinion. But I'm still gonna try to get that friggin' rot blade for the hybrid series. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But if it's your first time on the channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.